morning, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I am Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McVoy.
And that was Asaph Adonai, and you were playing what song?
Santa Lucia, just a short version of it.
Nice.
Great.
Nice. Well, good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and we hope that you all had a great weekend. I know that we both did.
Yep.
But we're going to start off with what we always do, is weather.
Yes, and of course, you may have had a good weekend, but look out for the next probably the next 12 hours, because there is a 50% chance of thunderstorms tonight.
Ah.
So, and it's on a fire weather watch, so be lookout for that as well. But Tuesday's going to be mostly sunny. Tuesday night's going to have a slight chance of thunderstorms. It's middle August. It's not too cold, not so hot. There's just the right humidity in the air just to create enough for thunderstorms and lightning.
Yeah, and so if you guys see this yellow box right here, it says Fire Weather Watch.
Yep.
You just have to be careful. And it looks like we're going to have a high of 88 degrees today.
Yep, so it's going to be hot, fairly dry, some moisture, but it's going to be mostly in the air. Yeah, but you can expect it to get in the high 80s today, and then in the 90s for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
Which means it's fair week.
Yay! So the fair
90 weather. You can burn your skin on the rides when you're riding the rides.
Fair
Go to the beer
tomorrow.
gardens.
Yeah, fair
drink some
starts
beer
tomorrow. So should be pretty fun. I'm gonna go.
Yep, and the weather warning is on until 9 p.m. tonight, so it should be over after 9 p.m. tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so we just have to look out for fires and look out for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I do have, we had on Friday, it was First Friday, and Ron went out into Silver Park because they had a sculpture that they commemorated for the new Silver Park that edit, and I have a little tidbit of background information I just want to go through quickly. So they hired a guy named George Ybarra, and he made a sculpture called Perseverance and Passage, and he just unveiled it on Friday, August 7th. Yep, of course, the City of Missoula's Public Art Committee plans to officially celebrate the art as part of the First Friday Gathering Night. The Missoula Public Art Committee issued an art call for Silver Park in October 2014. The selection process took 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yep, they received many proposals from 4 finalists, and they finally went on George Ybarra. And the approximate award for his sculpture was $45,000, which was funded towards his art project.
That's awesome.
And labor used to make this art project. And they do have a video online of the process of making it, but this video was shot by our very own Ron Scholl to commemorate the ribbon cutting at Silver Park. So here is a little taste of that ribbon cutting last Friday.
You can do it, George.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. How did you cut? Maybe we do need a torch. There we go. Thank you for coming.
And if it rains, you have to be a little strategic, but...
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of like a giant looking down at people.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Really undefined.
Yep.
Really undefined.
Undefined, according to them. Of course, we do have some brand new programming happening tonight as well. And I do want to show that after I show a trending video of a cute little karate kid trying to break a board.
Oh, cute.
And it is completely adorable. So here is a little karate boy trying to break a board.
And stop. Ready? Go! One leg, okay? Ready? Go! This way. Okay, right leg. Ready? Go! No, right leg. Go! One more time. Forward. No, one more time. Uh-oh, you're not gonna get
Okay, so that is
that's
a little
cute.
yeah, it's adorable.
Little muffin.
And that already has about 1 million views, and it was published August 8th.
2 days ago, yeah. How funny.
Eventually...
I think he gets it eventually. Oh, he had a cute little face while they were tying his belt on.
Yeah, I think they took the board away in the end.
Poor thing.
There it is.
Oh,
yeah,
you
he
get
broke it? Yeah, we missed it, but of course he finally broke it after a minute or so. He got it, but when you're learning karate, it's trial and error at the first couple steps.
It really is, Scott.
Yeah, it really is. But of course, here is some brand new programming, and this is I think this is part 5 or part 6 of the Southwest Asia Conference, and one of the things about these conferences is they have a panel where audience members get asked the question, and I recognize the voice. It is our very own Councilman Jason Weiner, who has gone to many of these meetings to ask questions, and his specific question is asking how China's relationship between Iran and Israel.
Oh.
And these guys, they're from China, and I guess... I don't know. They're a couple of business guys from China, but they said, well, all of them answered the question from Jason Weiner, and this is what's happening tonight and more for the Southwest Asia Conference that was shot at the University of Montana last spring.
Yeah. How do you see that working out since Israel and Iran both, are enemies?
Yes, China is. Not so many countries in the world have the good relations with both with Iran and Israel. Yeah. China also is one member of the P5+1. Yes, China has our interest in Iran. Israel always. Many times I met Israeli diplomats or scholars. They said you shouldn't believe what the Iranians say. They always lie, but I think China has our interest. It's not.
So that's what's happening tonight on MCAT.
Yeah. Huh.
So you can watch that and more, but also you can watch any of those videos as well as other MCAT produced shows on MCAT by going to our video on demand via our website, mcat.org. And let's do a quick little look. So if you go to mcat.org, here it is. You can go to video on demand. You can go to either channel 189 for our public access channel, or you can go to channel 190 for our more civic government channel. So let's take a quick look at it. So it'll bring you up to this little calendar, and if you see a little view tab of let's zoom in just as big as we can. So you scroll down, and you'll see a little view tab, and you can view some of the programs that are going to be showing on tonight earlier than you would usually. And you can also type in a search engine, let's say Southwest Asia. Oh.
No results.
Maybe just Asia Conference. Nah, it just depends. I guess.
So you might have to get really specific with our search engines. Or you just type in Asia.
Nope, it's not even there.
Type in Wake Up Missoula. Okay, so let's see what happens if you type in our show that you're currently watching.
Wake Up.
You must have to be really specific.
Yeah, I guess it has to be very specific.
Okay.
Well, so we'll have to go talk to our folks at the Missoula Community Access Television. But if you can't get a hold of us, yes. But to find out more information about MCAT, you can log on to our website mcat.org. You can also go to our Facebook page, Wake Up Missoula. Missoula Community Access Television. I'm going backwards. I usually don't go backwards, but Missoula Community Access Television has a Facebook page. You can totally like us to find out what's going on, see a bunch of videos that we post, see what new programs are going to be on the air. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. We tweet what's going on. Usually they live tweet what MCAT's up to with local news.
You can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. You can also like Wake Up Missoula on Facebook, as well as check us out on our very own website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. It's just great. It's just a great old time. Yeah.
Yep.
You can find, we're all over the place. So if you don't have TV, you can definitely watch us on the internet. I feel like that's the biggest excuse people have. They're like, I don't have a TV. It's like, well, I don't either. It doesn't mean anything. But we are going to now go to events. And so what I noticed for Monday, there's so much going on today. Seriously. So like all the events that I talk about isn't everything that's on. And so you can always go to MissoulaEvents.net. That's where I usually get my information from. And you can see the full list of events and some that I skipped over. So starting at 8:30 this morning is a Missoula Summer Dance Intensive. This is for dancers of all experience levels that want to participate in an intensive. On their website, it's MissoulaSDI.org. They've got their full list and schedule, but I'll show you guys their website. This is their website right here, the Missoula Summer Dance Intensive, and it'll give you all their information for future dance intensives and anything that you need to know. But that's going on at 8:30 this morning. And then starting at 9 over at Taste Bud's Kitchen, they're having a cookie and cupcake wars camp. It's $195 for the week or $45 just for a day. They're going to learn techniques to make cookies and cupcakes, and they're also going to be doing savory cupcakes and sweet cupcakes, so they're not just going to have a bunch of sweets at 9 in the morning. Yeah. And then the grand opening special for this one is buy 1 week of camp, get another week of camp free. Over at the Zootown Arts Community Center, they are having a camp for students ages 6 through 12. And it's from 9 to noon, and it is an explorations and slip casting. So this is for those children that love ceramics. And so campers will cast a variety of interesting objects using plaster and clay slip. And so the first half of the week, they're going to be casting the objects, putting them in the kiln, and discussing them. And then the second half of the week, they're going to be expanding their artistic ideas and constructing 3D artwork rich in texture, color, and form. So it's at $90 from non-members and $80 from members. And over at the YMCA, they've got some camps going on. They've got the YMCA baseball softball camp starting at 9 a.m. This morning for grades 6 through 12, or ages 6 through 12. And then they have the YMC Kinder Cubs. This is for ages 5 through 6, and this is for the younger campers that are not quite ready for the full camp experience but still want to participate. And so they enjoy activities around the Y at area parks and attractions. So the ages 5 through 6. And then Camp Teepee Tonka is the same thing but for a little bit older children. So it's ages 6 through 13. And then over at the Missoula Art Museum, they're having a Montana Mystery Creatures. It's $72 for members, $80 for non-members. It starts at 9 a.m. And they are going to be searching for mystery creatures and making artwork surrounding the mystery creatures. So like Woolly Trout, Bigfoot, Willie Jackalope, which I'm not quite sure who Willie Jackalope is, and the Chinese Dragon of Butte, lots of different things. So that starts at 9 at the Missoula Art Museum. And then at Montgomery Distillery, we're going to jump all the way up to noon now, and it's Moscow Monday at Montgomery Distillery. So $1 from each cocktail sold that goes to a nonprofit in the area. And then this next event is really cool. I wish I could participate in it. It'll be costume making over at Zootown Arts Community Center starting at 1 p.m. This is for students aged 6 through 12. And they're just going to be making a bunch of really awesome costumes. So they're going to use hot glue gun as well as fabric, beads, face paint, wire, paper, natural material, and found objects. And then they are going to be also exploring their photography skills by having a very energetic photo shoot at the end of each day. And it says energetic. So that, I can only imagine what that's going to be. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So $80 for members, $90 for non-members. And then we've got our bridge group over at the Missoula Senior Center at 1 p.m. This is for the beginners and brush up group. And then $1.25 is charged to cover expenses. And over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got some stuff going on, as always. They have their open time in their maker space starting at 1:30 today. You can learn how to use their equipment or work on a project of your own. You can do from 1:30 to 3. And then over at Missoula Family Chiropractic, located on 1120 West Central Avenue, they're having a back-to-school kids party. They're giving away prizes and kids help. So they're going to be giving away gift certificates and free admission to the Osprey Baseball and Splash Montana. They're also going to be having snacks and kids activities. They'll also be offering a $25 exam for all families in need. This includes a complete history consultation exam and thermal imaging study. Yeah, it's a free event. You can stop by for the fun. Then over at the Top Hat Lounge, they've got their live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead. It's from 5 to 7, and this is 2 hours of live recorded videos of the Grateful Dead. Yeah, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And then they also give you a punch card, and if you get so many punches, you can get a free ticket into the one of their concerts there. Then over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got Scrabble at 6 p.m. That goes from 6 to 8. And then we're going to bounce over to the Downtown Dance Collective, where they have a couple of classes going on today and tomorrow. This one is called Group Building and Community. It starts at 6 p.m. this evening. And this is where you can experience a vibrant and cooperative creative community in minutes. You create one with several people in the class. And so just check it out. It starts at 6 p.m. And then my last event for Monday is the Delta Saints. They're going to be at Stage 112 at 9 p.m. this evening. Doors at 9, shows at 10, 18 and plus, and tickets are $10. And they claim they are voodoo rock from Nashville. Yeah, so check all that out. But those are my events for today. We're going to switch gears now over to ASAP's segment.
This is going to be kind of a moving tribute here. We just lost this man just last night. Francis Newton, known to the world as Frank Gifford. Frank Gifford was an American football player, television sportscaster, widely known for 13 years with the National Football League. And also he played offense and defense for the New York Giants. And won the MVP in 1956, and also was inducted into the Football Hall of Fame in 1977, and of course he went on to do the commentating since those years. But in short, he began his career with the New York Giants, and he appeared in 8 Pro Bowl appearances. Sorry about that. And again, like I stated, he won MVP. And in 1960, he took a devastating hit. You have that clip there?
Yes, I have it.
Let's show that clip.
Yes, let's show that clip.
This is in the prime of his career.
Nice.
Yeah, he was.
So let's talk a little more about facts before we get. So, like, how many?
Well, okay. This is when he was in his prime here. You know, when he had that hard tackle there, and he was sidelined for 18 months. After that, he suffered a severe head injury, and it caused him to retire for football in 1961. And eventually, he was able to return to football and play a few more years after this hit.
How long did he have to stay out of football?
He was out of football for at least a year or two.
Oh, wow. And then how old was he during that?
Probably, it doesn't say here, but I would guess maybe in his mid-20s. You know, in the
And then what team did he play for?
New York Giants is when where he started. And of course, he spent like 12 seasons with the Giants. He had like 3,600 rushing yards, 34 touchdowns.
There's his injury right here. We queued it up.
Okay.
There.
Oh, wow.
Did he get it?
Yeah, wow, this is a devastating hit.
It's about there, boom. Oof.
And in those days, when you got hit, you got hit.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have all the padding and all the stuff at that time that we do today to protect football players. But eventually he was inducted into the Football Hall of Fame in 1977. And then after those years, his big break came in 1971 as an announcer for ABC Football, you know, the Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Howard Cosell and Don Meredith. Don Meredith was also a fantastic football player in his own right. So these three were commentaries doing the football games until 1997. And of course, to those who don't know, Frank Gifford was married to Kathy Lee Gifford, the television host for Live with Regis Philbin, and they lived in Connecticut. They have 2 children, Cody Newton Gifford and Cassidy Aaron Gifford. So that's kind of their happy little world outside of football. And they were married in '86 until just last night.
Oh wow, they were still married then.
Yeah, they were still married after all these years. And of course, in 1977, Gifford also won an Emmy Award for his outstanding sports personality. So he left the world a great legacy, not only in football, but commentating.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
And finally, his wife, Kathy, she said in a statement last night that she's very thankful to have had the opportunity to be with a person like this.
Aww.
That's kind of a kind thing to say.
Yeah,
kind
that's
tribute.
wonderful.
So we just wish the Gifford family the best.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Asaph.
Sure.
That was very heartfelt. That was nice.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we are going to events again. So now we've got everything going on tomorrow. So over in the Alps Boardroom, starting at noon, is Shooting the Bull Toastmasters. Is that lively club where you can hone your public speaking skills for like presentations or media appearances or anything like that. And then over at the Montana Distillery, they're having their Mule-tastic Tuesdays. It starts at noon. Every Tuesday, $1 from each cocktail sold will be given to a different nonprofit in the Missoula area. And then over in the Frenchtown, on their Frenchtown branch library, they have got Lego Club that starts at 4 p.m. from 4 to 6 tomorrow. This is all tomorrow. And then at the Learning Center at Red Willow, starting at 4 p.m. is their it's the free yoga for veterans. So it's called Yoga Warriors, and it's a specific yoga program designed for war veterans. And then over at Taste Buds Kitchen, they're having a parfait workshop. This is ages 2 to 6. And then you'll have to have a grown-up with you, of course. And they're going to be making parfait. Yeah, it's $20 per parent-child pair.
So it's, how much is it per par? It's $20 per par?
Per parfait, yeah. $20
$10 for par, and then another $10 per parfait.
Yeah. Par and fay.
Yep. Each $10.
And then the Missoula Farmers Market is going on tomorrow at the Red X's at 5:30, and it ends at 7. So it's only for an hour and a half.
Yeah, for those of you who like to sleep in on Saturdays until 2 or 3 in the afternoon, you can go to the farmers market and party on Tuesday night.
Or if you have to work like I do it every single Saturday morning, you can finally make it.
Yeah?
Yay!
It's a good time, 5:30 to 7:30-ish. It really depends.
Yeah. Okay, then I don't know if I just mentioned this, but the Picking Circle is at the Top Hat Lounge at 6 p.m. 6 to 8. This is for bluegrass-oriented musicians to go in front of the sound booth in the raised seating and jam out.
Yep, you did not mention that.
Okay.
No, you did.
Good. And then over at the Downtown Dance Collective, they've got a class. It's a Move, Create, Be. I know.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of it.
Terrible, no. Just the way I said it, yes. But this is the Missoula Summer Dance Intensive. This is the guest artist, Nicole Wolcott. And so this is her dance class that she will be presenting as part of Missoula's Summer Dance Intensive. So that's at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And then System Check is at the Missoula Public Library at 6:30. This is the official Gamers Club for ages 19 and under. And they have all the games you could ever want and imagine. Except you can't gamble. And then over at Bitter Gymnastics, they've got their trampoline jam. There's at 6:30 tomorrow. This is a structured drop-in class that focuses on front and back flip progressions. And then the African dance class is at the Senior Center starting at 7. And this is every Tuesday. It's Tarn Ream with live musicians. $10 drop-in or $35 for 4 classes, so 4 weeks. Then over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got their second Tuesday book group, and they're going to be reading and discussing From the Odor to the Bitterroot. That's 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then this is a new event. Burn Street Bistro is putting on a curry comedy series. So they will be making, Theo Smith and Masala Food Cart will be making a bunch of curry. And then they're going to be having local comedians, Zach Jarvis, Clinton D. Lawson, Becky Margulis, John Howard, and Michael Beers. And they'll be playing, doing some stand-up. Yeah, so it's hosted and presented by Ethan Sky. You can get your tickets at Rockin' Rudy's. Dinner is at 7, show is at 8. So that's at tomorrow. You still have time. It's at BYOB. And then over the Top Hat Lounge, we've got some music at the Top Hat. Steve Earle and the Dukes with the Mastersons are at the Top Hat at 8 p.m. Tickets are $30 in advance or $35 a day of. And then Aaron Brocksterman is at the Sunrise Saloon at 9. And then over at the Badlander at 9 is the Missoula Music Showcase.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're a version of their own open mic night as well.
And so that's what's going on. If you guys want to find out more about the events I just talked about, just check out MissoulaEvents.net, the newspaper, the Independent, or the University of Montana's events website.
Yep. So I took a look at the City Council website, and I found a couple interesting events, and you can find out more information by going to www.ci.missoula.mt.us to find out more information. I'm just going to quickly go through the schedule, but I think these are the top ones that they're talking about. Sorry, I sprayed. But they're doing a contract that formalized the city's participation in a computer partnership with Mountain Lions Zero Fare program, and they're going to checking on the funding and reapproving it. And then, of course, I talked about this earlier last week, and they already spent $50,000 expended out of a $100,000 budget. So that's good. That's pretty good because their fiscal year for 2016 is $100,000, and then 2017 is $100,000. And the idea is that they want to go lower down to $50,000 by 2018. But of course, they can always re-vote on it much later. Yeah. And one of the most trickiest things about government is sometimes when they make new facilities is that sometimes the equipment inside these facilities has troubles. And if you are familiar with the Currents Aquatic Center, they've had nothing but trouble from some of their boilers. Oh. They have 3 boilers. So boilers they use for heating water, right? Yeah. So imagine indoor pool. So
cold.
Back in the boilers. And this boiler was installed in 2006 with the construction of the facility, and it was repaired in 2008. Oh. So imagine it only lasted for like 2 years before it failed. So it failed again in 2014, 1 month after the warranty expired. No. I know, it always happens. It's like it's supposed to fail after the warranty. And then so they're going to be talking about that. So that's some of the background, and they're going to see if they're going to approve it tonight at the regular committee agenda as well. And then, of course, several constituents have contracted council members regarding adoption of an ordinance banning exotic animal performance in the city of Missoula. A draft ordinance has been prepared for discussion and is attached. Of course, you can find the attachment on the website as well. But of course, they're going to be really talking about it. So if you're interested in saying your P's and Q's about this public hearing involving the exotic animal ordinance that will ban exotic animals, I think it's just like for the humane purposes. Yeah. And of course, we've been talking about this for a little while now. But the big thing, before I get done, we have about a minute and a half. I kind of wanted to do like a back-to-back, is that also tonight there going to be a special presentation and Random Act of Kindness Week that they're going to be doing as well. They're going to have a couple public hearings. Someone wants to request for an ADU, resolution, assessments of street maintenance, and stuff like that. But of course, that's generally what's going to be happening for tonight's meeting. Is the big thing is the exotic animal ordinance that they're going to be discussing. It's not going to be voted on. It's going to be like a big discussion. It's under the let's see.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's a public hearing. Yep. But of course, in the road report, everything's pretty much the same as it always was. 3rd Street is never going to be finished for at least for a little while, 4 to 5 months. It's
5th Street is still construction.
But the new one right now is Ryman and Alder Street, the intersection of Ryman and Alder. So the traffic is been detoured. So you want to avoid that. So you can find out more information by logging on to www.ci.missoula.mt.us, and it comes up with a nice little homepage. But to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice, you have to spell it out twice. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. But don't forget to follow MCAT on Facebook and Twitter, as well as going on to MCAT.org to find out more information. And without further ado, that is the end of our show, because I want to have a half an hour to repeat.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining me. That was
Thanks
a really
for
nice
tuning
story.
in, everyone.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
do that tribute to Frankie.
That was nice, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
We have a lot to talk about for Wednesday's show.
Yeah.
I'll have the city council report. You know, we'll have more events.
More events, more things going on in the community. Yes, definitely. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll see you Wednesday.